5 years old, barely tall enough to see over the kitchen table, and your father hands you a baseball bat. Not a toy, not plastic or foam. A real bat trimmed down to fit your hands. He used to pitch in Japan's industrial leagues, and now he's giving you your first taste of something that will shape your entire life. You don't know the rules. You don't know what a home run is or why people cheer when a ball clears a fence, but you like the way it feels when the bat connects with the ball. You like the sound, the rhythm, the way the world seems to slow down and focus on just that moment. By the time you're 7, the neighborhood parents are coming out to watch you hit. You're not just playing t-ball. You're launching balls into gaps where kids usually just dribble grounders. By 8, you're on the mound. The first time you step up to pitch, something inside clicks. The mechanics come naturally. The velocity surprises everyone, including yourself. You don't know what a radar gun is, but you hear grown-ups whispering. He's different, they say. Special. You fall in love with both sides of the game. The power of a swing, the precision of a pitch. You want to do both. You don't see a reason not to. You don't yet understand that the world likes to put people in boxes. Hitter, pitcher, choose one. That's how it's always been. By 11, people start telling you you'll have to decide one path or the other. There's no such thing as a two-way player. Not past Little League, not at a serious level. But you shake your head. You don't say it out loud, but you feel it deep inside. You want both. You were born to do both. You grow up in Iwate, in the quiet of northern Japan, where winters are long and dreams have to burn hot to survive. Baseball is already everything. School ends and your real education begins. Reps, drills, discipline. You don't complain. You can't complain. In Japan, work is respect. Work is love. You bow before every practice. You rake the field after games. The routine becomes part of your bloodstream. You train in silence, like a monk with a mission. While other kids play video games, you're in the batting cage. When they're sleeping, you're throwing bullpens into the dark. Coaches don't need to push you. You push yourself, not just to be good, to be great. You grow into a teenager with a body that looks like it was built for baseball. By 16, you're throwing 99 miles per hour. You hit balls that seem to disappear into the clouds. Scouts start showing up. They call you once in a generation. But still, the questions come. Which are you? A pitcher? A hitter? It's flattering at first, then it becomes exhausting. The pressure to decide, to choose. People don't say it unkindly. They're trying to protect you. They tell you it's never been done. Not seriously, not at the pro level, not since Babe Ruth. Even then, not like this, not this late, not this hard. Then you drop a bombshell. You say you want to skip Japan's professional league entirely. You want to go straight to Major League Baseball. You want to test yourself against the best in the biggest arena in the world. People don't take it well. Reporters question your maturity. Coaches call it arrogant. The Japanese public is stunned. But you're not running away from Japan. You're running towards something. The impossible dream. You want to play against the best, as the best, on both sides of the game. You don't want to follow the path. You want to redraw it. Eventually, you join the Nippon Ham Fighters. A team willing to let you try, willing to believe. You throw 100. You hit home runs that hush entire stadiums. And for the first time, the world begins to believe too. You arrive in America with quiet eyes and loud talent. You're humble, polite, smiling through every interview. But behind that smile, you're burning. You've come across the ocean not just to play, but to prove something no one else can. That you can be both. That you can be everything. At first, it's a spectacle. Fans pack spring training fields just to watch you hit batting practice, then jog to the bullpen and light up radar guns. You're throwing triple digits and launching homers into the desert sky. It's not a show, it's who you are. You make your debut with the Angels, and for a moment, the world feels like it's standing still. A pitcher who hits, a hitter who dominates on the mound. Then your elbow starts whispering. Just soreness at first, then tightness, then something sharper. But you keep going. You've been through pain before. This is no different until it is. You feel it on a pitch, a snap, a burn, a betrayal. You try to shake it off like you've done 100 times, but your body says no. You keep quiet at first, like maybe it'll go away, but it doesn't. The MRI confirms it. UCL tear, Tommy John surgery. Just like that, your dream fractures. You're shut down from pitching. You can still hit, so you do. But part of you is missing. Everyone starts asking the question again. Will he choose now? Will this be the end of the two-way experiment? Was it all just a fantasy? You hear the talk. You don't respond. You rehab in silence, in heat, in sweat, in pain. You lift, you stretch, you rebuild not just your elbow, but your soul. Because deep down, you never thought it would be easy. You always knew it would take more from you than it gives. When you step back on the mound, you're not just throwing again. You're making a statement. You didn't come this far to quit. You didn't dream this big to give half of it up. You're still here, still both, still chasing the version of yourself the world said couldn't exist. You return to the game not quietly, but with a roar. In 2021, you don't just come back, you explode. You're not just a pitcher again, you're an ace. You're not just hitting, you're leading the league in home runs. You steal bases, you throw shutouts, you crush balls over 450 feet. It feels like a video game, except it's real. You're named an All-Star twice. As a hitter and a pitcher. For the first time in history, one player starts the All-Star game on the mound and leads off at the plate. The world watches, fans, analysts, even your opponents stop and stare. You become a phenomenon, a walking contradiction, a one-man revolution. MVP. Headlines in 2 languages, billboards in Times Square and Tokyo. Kids wear your number in countries you've never even been to. You are the dream now, the face of baseball, the proof that boundaries are lies. But with greatness comes gravity. You smile in press conferences, but behind closed doors, your body aches. Your arm screams. You live in ice baths and quiet rooms. The expectations are crushing. You're no longer allowed to be human. You're a symbol, a miracle, a myth in cleats. You pitch 6 innings of shutout ball and go 0 for 4 at the plate, and people ask what's wrong. You hit 2 home runs and give up 3 runs the next day, and they wonder if you're slipping. You carry the weight of an entire franchise, an entire sport on your shoulders, and still they ask for more. You never complain. You train harder, you show up earlier, you push through fatigue that would end most seasons, because you know how rare this is. You know how fragile it all can be. The second tier doesn't end you. It challenges you again. The rehab, the questions, the headlines asking if your best days are already behind you. But you never stop. You don't believe in limits, not when you've already shattered so many. You sign the biggest contract baseball has ever seen, $700 million. But you don't take it all at once. You defer most of it, like time is the only currency that matters. Because to you, it's never been about money. It's about what you still have left to prove to the world, to yourself, to the game you've given everything to. You're still hitting, still leading the league, still making pitchers sweat every time you step in the box. The power's still there. The speed, the precision, the presence, it's all real. You DH every night like you're making up for every at-bat you lost to the recovery. And you're getting closer. The bullpen sessions are building, the velocity is returning, the whispers are growing louder. You're not done, not even close. You're planning your return to the mound, and when it happens, it won't be cautious. It'll be defiant. You're not here to fade away quietly. You're here to change the game again and again. Still chasing both sides. Still refusing to be reduced to one role, one label, one version of yourself. You're 29 in your prime and still writing your story. Kids still watch you with wide eyes. Veterans still shake their heads in disbelief. Opponents still wonder how to pitch to you. And soon, they'll have to wonder how to hit off you again too. The legacy isn't finished. The dream isn't over. You're still playing, still becoming, still daring to do what no one else would even try. And if you had to live it all again, you wouldn't hesitate. You'd do it twice.